Welcome to One Chemistry. Always do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the 37th episode. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. We solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is a cyclohexane and methyl group is attached there. So methyl cyclohexane and reagents are NBS and AIBN. Here the 4 choices are given. The bromine position is different in all the products. The bromine in alkyl, bromine in the ring. First position, second position and third position. So you have to understand that the question is about selectivity in bromination. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal we are using AIBN, which is the free radical initiator which generate the free radical. So what really happened is the free radical of bromine will be generated. So NBS2 free radical generation. Next step, same AIBN can initiate the radical from the methyl group also. So the same AIBN can initiate the radical from the molecule. So the methyl group can lose the hydrogen or ring can lose the hydrogen. So there are the 4 possibilities which will lose. But you can clearly see the radical stability. You know the radical stability, the primary, secondary and tertiary. The tertiary is most stable one. So according to that, 4th product is the major one since it is a tertiary radical. So the bromine substitution happened in the substituted methyl position. Here the problem is interesting. The problem asks about the reagent use, which is AIBN, which is a free radical initiator, and you have to decide the product based on the free radical stability. The tertiary radical is most stable one, so you have to decide according to that. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is the anisole attached in the para position in the methyl group. Here reagents are lithium, ammonia and ethyl alcohol. Then you are using the O's and ethane and methyl sulfide. Here they ask you to find the product. Obviously here ring is open. So the which way ring is open. Additionally the oxidation also happen in the ring open position. So you have to understand the ring opening occur and one name reaction is involved here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal is the anisole attached with methyl. You are using the lithium and ammonia and ethyl alcohol. If you understand the reagents and reactant closely, it is the Birch reduction. So the Birch reduction can occur in the many ways, but the major one is the double bond formed near the electron donating groups. So methoxide also electron donating group, methyl also electron donating group. So there are 2 double bonds formed in between methoxide and methyl. Then you are doing a Voss analysis. Here the real question will come, which double bond will open or both will open. Here Voss analysis also happen at the electron rich center. When compared to methyl, methoxide is a very good electron donating group because of its lone pair availability in oxygen. So the ring is opened at the methoxide position. So ring opened, CO bond formed in the place of C double bond C. So C double bond O forms, C double bond O on another side means ester here. So along with ozone you are using methane and dimethyl sulfide which is undergo reductive Voss analysis. So product is clearly D. You have to learn 2 things. Which reduction happened in the electron donating position. So the double bond formed near electron donating group. The second thing is the Voss analysis always happen at the electron rich center. So the methoxide position is undergo reductive Voss analysis. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is cyclopentadiene. You are using the acid chloride and triethylamine. Then you are using the tertiary butyl tin hydride. They ask you to find the product. They just ask that whether the ring fusion occur or bicyclic reaction formed or not. So the products are given according to that. 2 products are with bridged carbon. Another one is direct fusion reaction. So you have to understand that ring fusion definitely occurred and stereochemistry also matters here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal is acid chloride. You are using the amine. The amine is a base which can abstract the proton. So the chlorine proton is acidic, which will be absorbed, and double bond moves. You have the ketene. The ketene is very much important one. Then it reacts with cyclopentadiene. There is a two kind of possibility: 2 plus 2 cycloaddition and 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. But the ketene has very peculiar property. It will always have 2 plus 2 cycloaddition. Even though the possibility of 4 plus 2 is there, 2 plus 2 is not possible in the ketene. So it will not occur. So 2 plus 2 addition is occurred there. So the direct combination. Here you have to know the position of hydrogen there. Hydrogen will be above the plane because the addition is syn addition. So both hydrogen can go above or below. It should be syn. So here it's go above. Then you are using the tertiary butyl tin hydride, which remove basically halogen. It will add hydrogen radical. So it's basically a radical generator. You are conjugated by again hydrogen radical. So here you have to learn two things. One is ketene undergo only 2 plus 2 cycloaddition, not 4 plus 2. And the cycloaddition reaction is syn addition. Always groups are in the syn position. Here hydrogens are in the syn position. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is indole kind of system which attached with many functional groups, acid and trimethyl chloride and thiophenol. Here the reagents are given, which is a tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride and methyl cyanide. The next reagent will be the diketone compound, and you have alkene also there. Here they ask you to find the product. Here definitely ring closure is occur. Many functional groups are involved. So the ring combination may be many types. It will be a direct combination or sideways combination or in between combination. The answer is A. Let us see how. Here reaction is very simple, but the molecule is bulky. It will test your mental toughness. Okay, don't get any confusion. You just see the functional group and conduct the reaction. Here you are using the fluoride compound, which is a tertiary butyl ammonium fluoride. Here tertiary methyl silyl also there. Silyl halogen bonds are very strong, so fluoride removes silyl. So the bond moves, double bond switched over. The double bond switched over form the anion there. The anion is there, then it can attack the carbonyl. Here, very interesting thing, two carbonyls are there. Which carbonyl will be attacked? The carbonyl with the better leaving group always will be attacked. So the second carbonyl, which is green one, will be attacked. Red one will be left as a leaving group. ETO, COO will be left there. Then new NC bond formation between the CO and N. So the bond formation is there. Here there is another possibility, 4 plus 2 cycloaddition is there. So 4 plus 2 cycloaddition occurs there. So 4 plus 2 cycloaddition occurs. 1,6 bond formation as well as 4,5 bond formation is there. The molecule is big. You have to number it for simplicity. So you have to number it, convert it into the product. So 2 6-member rings are there. So here the product is clearly A. Here you have to learn very important thing. The molecules are given very big to test your mental toughness, and the tertiary methyl silyl can be removed by any halogen in the system. The second one is, even the molecules are big, intramolecular 4 plus 2 cycloaddition is possible. And the second thing is the carbonyl groups are there, mean you have to attack the carbonyl group which have better leaving groups. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is the 6-member system with amine and ketone and methyl. Then you are using the same 5-member amine and the alkene there. Alkene attached with many ultramethyl group, bromine, cyanide and ester. The next step you are using the acid hydrolysis and base. They ask you to find the product. The question is really about which member ring is formed, 4-member ring, 5-member ring or 6-member ring. So you have to understand that bicyclic ring formation definitely occurs there. Question of CN and COT is a real question. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal is the ketone, you are using the amine. So imine formation occurs. Since there is a cyclic system, the positive charge is there. So to compensate the system, or the green hydrogen here or the second hydrogen here will be abstracted. Second hydrogen leaves and the charge will be constant. Here first hydrogen can also leave, but you have to look for the stability after hydrogen leaving. So always the primary or secondary will be stable than tertiary. Hence second hydrogen leaves and double bond form there. Then there is a possibility of carbon-carbon bond formation. So again the charge travels, new CC bond occurs there. So new CC bond occurs, the alkene and ring will be fused there. So again charge has to be quenched, the hydrogen has to be traveled and the double bond formed there. The next step is very interesting. Since you have the double bond and inside the cyclic formation is possible. The cyclic formation is more stable than linear, as well as you have the better double bond formation and conjugation. So the cyclization occurs there. So new 4-5 bond formation is occur. So I given a number. So you rewrite it very clearly. It will become a 8-member system, little bit higher than the bicyclo system. So very clearly CN and COET groups are defined. So the answer is clearly A. Here you have to know two things. One is how to quench the charge in the system. It can be quenched by leaving up nearby hydrogen atoms. The second thing is the cyclic system is more stable than the linear system. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.